when you pray, then your prayer is not an isolated event or an isolated act which is separate from your entire life. Your prayer is nothing but an aspect or a reflection of your life. So if you are negative in moments when you're not praying, then you will naturally carry this negativity with yourself in prayer as well. So to avoid negativity in prayer, avoid negative thoughts in prayer, we have to train our minds to be not negative while we are not praying, while we are in the midst of people, dealing with people, while we are thinking about people. In those moments, we have to consciously root out or weed out negative thoughts from our minds. That is the way of not letting negativity continue while we are praying. And you're speaking about attention. How can we be attentive in prayer? And that is a question which has been asked by a lot of people today. So being attentive in prayer means thinking about God or having feelings of humility for God, and also understanding and pondering over the things that you are reciting in prayer. So one very useful way of focusing in prayer or being attentive in prayer is by reading before you go to prayer those passages which you will read in prayer. So you should read those passages beforehand and try to reflect on them and try to understand whether you are actually following all of that in your life. And if you're not, then you should pray to God to guide you to be able to follow all that. So one very effective way of concentrating in prayer is by understanding what you are actually praying and not simply rendering lip service to certain words. And also we have to be in thoughts of God while we lead our lives in this world. And if we are absolutely heedless of God, we don't think of God at all, don't reflect on the innumerable bounties God has given us, if we don't make this a regular part of our thinking process, then naturally, even while we are praying, we won't be able to think of God. So prayer is something which is a part of your life. If you see that you are not being able to focus on God in prayer, if you're becoming negative in prayer, you should understand. That should be a signal to you that this is the life that you're actually leading outside prayer. And that should actually give you a reminder, an indicator that you have to reform, you have to introspect yourself.